Now this, the Washington County Sheriff in Utah says Charlie Kirk's accused assassin knew that he was going to get caught. So he agreed to turn himself in, but he wanted assurances of a peaceful, gentle surrender. Meanwhile, Utah investigators are speaking to Fox News about what their biggest questions are right now. Listen here.
The timeline, those interactions of what he had before the incident, immediately following the incident. We're really just scouring, looking for any evidence that either solidifies this case or if it leads to anything that contributes. But right now, we don't have anything that we're open to sharing that would insinuate that anybody else is involved besides him.
Donna Rotunno is a Fox News contributor, and she joins us now. Let's start with his surrender. This is the sheriff of Washington County, Nate Brooksby, talking about the gentle surrender of Tyler Robinson that was negotiated. Listen here.
He knew he was going to get caught. He didn't want a big SWAT team hitting his parents' house or his apartment. He was truly fearful of being shot by law enforcement. So that the conditions were as relaxed and comfortable and almost to the point of, inviting.
Yeah, it might strike some people as being odd that you create an inviting, relaxed, and comfortable environment in which an accused brutal assassin turns himself in. But I guess the sheriff was making the calculation of better to bring him in peacefully than the alternative.
I'm sure that was the sheriff's calculation, but I have to tell you, this story makes my blood boil. The fact that he would have the audacity to say, I'm afraid to be shot after what had just transpired on that Utah school campus is just beyond me. Charlie did not have that ability to say he was afraid of being shot. And so just those words, I think, will not be a favorable point for Mr. Robinson. I do think law enforcement obviously had to do everything that they can do to get him to bring himself in, and the least dangerous they needed to make it for the officers was something that they should have done as well. So I guess in the end, the final result was what should have happened. He turned himself in, he's in custody, he's charged, and although he has an absolute right of his due process, he has a right to be innocent until proven guilty, but just the audacity of that statement, I think, is quite bone-chilling, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that this would have happened, but when you look at how things like a domestic call can go so wrong as it did in Pennsylvania, if you can avoid possible violence, that's usually a good thing. The alleged assassin's parents were also concerned that he was going to take his life. So I guess the sheriff probably also made a calculation of, look, if we try to get this guy with guns drawn, there's a chance that he may put a bullet in his own head. Better to actually capture him, bring him in so that the wheels of justice can get in motion with this fellow.
No question, which I think this country needs. With a crime as horrific as this on a campus, open air, I think this country needs to watch this play out. I think we need to watch a trial, as we probably would have liked to see in Koberger. This is the same situation. It's a horrific crime. You ended the life of someone with more promise than probably 99% of people out there, a father, a husband. So I think watching this play out is what needs to happen, and having him turn himself in safely was the proper ending.
I also found this, Donna, to be very interesting. Fox Digital has got an exclusive interview with a relative of Tyler Robinson's transgender lover, Lance Twiggs. The relative told Fox that Twiggs, quote, thought he wasn't being, or his father rather, thought that he wasn't being respectful and was problematic, so they kicked him out. He then lived with his grandparents until he was 18 and graduated from high school. But the real reason he was acting out was because he was using drugs and alcohol and was addicted to gaming. So a little bit about Lance Twiggs' background there. He doesn't appear to be a suspect in the assassination, but he sure would seem to be a significant witness in this case, given that text message exchange between Robinson and himself.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely going to be a witness. I think he's been very important in helping the police and their investigation, and he's definitely cooperating with law enforcement, it seems. So I think from that standpoint, he will be very helpful and useful. But I do think this is another thing that we need to look at as a country. We have these, young people that are involved in these cases, and whether or not he knew it was going to happen, he's involved with somebody that had the ability to do this. We need to look at the mental health crisis in this country, and we need to help parents deal with it.
Definitely, no question about that. Donna, great to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.